Hi, welcome back to part 2 of Smithy's over 100 golf courses in a year, and it's still Sunday the 19th of May 2024. Staying at my daughter's in Worsley, babysitting her cats this weekend. So I was along at Bramall Golf Club this morning, or at lunchtime, finished playing there, and it's such a nice day. Time for another 18 holes. So I've driven about 3 or 4 miles along the road. This is course number 68 this year. This is Hazel Golf Club. Let's go and see what it's got. Ladies and gentlemen, it's course number 68 of 2024. It's Hazel Golf Club. On the tee, the man who couldn't give a monkeys about the last day of the Premier League. Golf courses are going to be empty this afternoon. From Kirkintilloch in Scotland, Smithy. That's the opener at Hazel Grove, 350 yards, par 4. Down into the dip and then sweeping right past the tree there. What's the view down to the green there? There looks to be a kind of wee bridge down there, so I don't know if there's water. It looks a long way, 350 yards. Looks a lot longer than that. And this is the view across the hazard. It's about 40-50 yards before the green. And there's the stream there. And the Smithy ball's away down to the right in there, but fortunately a couple of yards short of the stream. That's a blind shot up to the pin. Oh, this is the view I've got from down in the hazard. Fortunately, it didn't quite reach the stream. Second hole at Hazel Grove. It's a par 3, 165 yards. Into a wee dip, slight rise, back up again, bunker on the right hand side. And this is the third at Hazel Grove. First of the par 5s. Big long one at 532 yards. Dog leg round to the right down there. Well, it's a narrow drive with the trees to start off with. And you can't see it from a tee box, but this is the same stream that we encountered in the first hole, just further along. Hopefully I've cleared it. And here's the dog leg at the third. So it's a long hole. And a closer view into the third green. That's a cracking par 5, this one. Really good. Goes down into dip and rises up again. Now we'll come across the railway bridge onto a different part of the course for holes 4 to 13 before I go back across the bridge. And this one's 380 yards, the fourth hole. Straight down. It's actually into a dip. It starts off level and it's falling down a bit. So get a closer view up there. That's a nice view into the green at the fourth. Again, it's in a dip and then rising again. And the fifth hole at Hazel Grove, par 3 at 164 yards. Looks as if there's a little dip again before the green. Some bunkers in front, it looks like. So you can get a better view. Closer look at the green at the fifth hole. There's the two bunkers sitting in front. My ball's above one of them in the left there. About 2 yards from the fringe or the front of the green. And the sixth hole at Hazel Grove, 370 yards, par 4. And it veers round to the right down there. Great big fence there. Don't know if that's the A6 at Buxton Road. And as the sixth hole veers right down to the green, decent enough drive, slightly blocked by the tree. On at the seventh hole, par 5, 478 yards. That's the dog leg. It's going to dog leg quite sharply to the left down there, so it's not really much to aim for apart from just try and hit it straight with your tee shot. And a good straight drive opens out the hole at the seventh. You see that it's a slight rise all the way up to the green. On to the eighth hole and back down the same rise that we came up at the seventh. It's 334 yards. It's straightish, but it looks as if it might just dink to the right at the end. There's a pond down there according to the board, next to that big tree on the left hand side. And I look to the green at the eighth, and the water going across the front there, so I need a decent shot. Just showing the water sitting in front of the pin there. Very dangerous approach. And we're finishing the first half with a par 3. This is the ninth at 177 yards. It's relatively straightforward. Tree on the left hand side. Don't look to be any danger on the right. Just give it a whack. A big thanks to the 4 youngsters that have just let me play through. Cheers guys, much appreciated. Well, that's the end of the front half at Hazel Grove. Smithy against the golf course. Well, I've had 2 pars in the last 2 holes. It's brought me back to level after I was two over my handicap. So that means if I get a 3rd successive par, the singing comes out. So fingers crossed. And we're on to 10th. This is 519 yards. Par 5, and it's going to dogleg to the left. A wee word of warning, when you come off the 8th here, the next tee right next to it is the 10th. You have to go right past and go to the par 3 9th there, which is across to the left hand side. So you make sure you cross over the 10th tee, keep your eye out. If it wasn't for the young guys, I would have teed off here thinking it was the 9th. I can get a view up towards the 10th green. It's a good distance away. Unfortunately, I've just come 2 yards off the fairway into the rough. I can't get a wood to it, so I have to play an iron. A closer look at the approach into the 10th green. I'm here for 3 at the par 5, so it's going to have to be a very good up and down to get the par. Well, I'm on the green in 4. Got about a 12-13 foot putt for the 3 successive pars. Well, never near, and it rolled away about a foot to the left. Never mind. And the 11th hole, par 3 at 162 yards, some big bunkers in front, kind of platform green. And just behind me in the house, somebody trimming their bush there. No consideration for golfers out the course whatsoever. Well, I think this is the first time today I can see the Smithy balls on the dance floor with a birdie opportunity at the par 3 11th. Probably about 20 feet. Hole number 12 is a par 5. Big long straight one, 480 yards. Down we go. I've played a couple now. That's the view down to the green at par 5 12. There's the bunker sitting in front. A little hump to cross over. Hole number 13, last of the par 3s. It's all par 4s after this one. 204 yards, so it's a long par 3. Straightforward enough, straight down. Can just hear a train going past on the left. That's obviously the railway line running there. Once again, I've had 2 pars in a row, so we need that 3 in succession for the song to come out. So that's alright. I've had a wee bit of form. That's 4 pars in 5 holes. Closer look at the pin at 13. I've ended up about 25-30 yards short of the green. Very pretty with the flowers of the bush at the back. Well, this isn't a birdie opportunity, but I've put myself in a chance of 3 pars in a row. Got about a 9-footer for it. Well, we missed again, so no singing today I don't think. So that's the end of this part on the other side of the railway line from the clubhouse. Heading back across the railway line on to, for the last 5 holes. And the 14th at Hazel Grove, 369 yards, par 4. Slightly elevated tee, down the hill into the dip and rising back up to the green. And this is a view into the green at 14th. I'm just getting quite frustrated the amount of time spent looking for balls that should be setting up. Anything off the fairway really needs cut, it's far too long. And the 15th hole, it's a short par 4 at 261 yards. We've got the big pond there to the left, so we need to hit out to the right before coming back into the green. I think we'll bring the stunt golf ball out for a go. That's Olive. Here she comes. Well, a decent drive at the 15th. So it's a short pitch into the green here. Hopefully I've taken the water out of the equation. It's a wee bit to the left, but a hook and it's wet. On the 16th hole, 323 yards from an elevated tee across the dip, and it's rising up, and then I don't know what happens when it doglegs away to the right. Can't see that yet. That's the view when the dogleg opens out up to the green at 16. 17th at Hazel Grove, 329 yards, straight down, trees either side. I think there's a ditch running across according to the board. And this is the approach. The ditch is down the bottom there, and you're playing on a level, but you have the green goes back up. Mound sitting in front of it, and I'm still getting more and more frustrated with spending lots of time looking for golf balls that should be setting up, but they're not. And the final hole at Hazel Grove, 366 yards, par 4, back towards the clubhouse. I'm glad it's the final hole as I'm getting increasingly angrier with the condition of the course. Smithy against the golf course. Well, I'm actually 2 shots up. I'm 2 shots under my handicap. Lord knows how. And here's the view up to the 18th hole. And miraculously, I found my ball twice. Now look, this is what I'm talking about the length of the grass. Normally I'd play a bump and run in here. I can't. It would just stop. The fairways are too long. Can't do it. Got to put everything up in the air. Right, well, that's me finishing the 18th here at Hazel Grove. Smithy against the golf course. Well, 6 at last means I'm 1 shot up, so game to me, but who cares. This should have been a nice course. It's gently undulating, quite a nice layout, way out in the countryside, but unfortunately the condition of the course has severely let it down. The greens are good, that's the surprising bit, but the rest of the course, it just badly needs cutting. It's been cut in the fairways. There's grass cuttings all over the shop. Honestly, the fairways aren't cut short enough. You can't bounce a ball onto the green at all. You can't do any bump and runs. Everything's got to go up in the air because it's too long. All the fringes and the aprons, they're too long. If you don't hit your ball on the fairway, just off the fairway, even a foot, the grass is far too long. You're spending ages looking for your ball, and that's if you can find it. So I've left a few out in the course here. I paid 30 quid tonight, that's a Sunday twilight rate, and people are going to be paying 50 quid to play this tomorrow. That's disgraceful. Really need to get their act together. I'll get the greenkeepers to cut this properly because it's severely lacking in condition. So for me, what would have been a 7.5 course normally, I can't give it anything more than a 5 today. Very frustrated, very angry. Hopefully get a game tomorrow on my way back from Manchester to St Anne's. Hopefully the course will be in a lot better condition than this one is. So yours frustrated, Victor Meldrew, news at 10, Hazel Grove. Catch you later.